held as a forum on protecting the state from foreign threats turned into a shouting match at the state capitol this morning. Anna Wernicke listened to the arguments from state lawmakers and Texas Muslims who are worried they're being unfairly labeled as terrorists.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. You've got enough information.
The gloves came off Thursday morning after a 2-hour-long Homeland Security summit.
The threat is the whole world, not just Texas.
Republican State Representative Kyle Biedermann hosted the summit to better understand what he calls the critical threat of radical Islamic terrorism in Texas.
So we're not the ones starting this. We're the ones that want to be up front and find the information to protect the citizens of Texas.
Biedermann wouldn't say exactly what that threat was, only that he plans to file legislation in the near future.
It is common decency of all elected officials to respect the people of all faiths.
And just a few floors away, members of the Muslim community held a press conference criticizing the freshman lawmaker. They're focused on this letter Biedermann sent to mosque leaders and Muslim student associations earlier this month. The letter asked recipients to indicate whether they support efforts to designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a foreign terrorist group.
This neo-Nazi type of letter is reminiscent of McCarthyism, is very misleading, humiliating, intimidating, disgusting.
This is not about the individual Muslim people. This is not about that. It's the groups that want to do these harmful things.
Back at the summit, a few lawmakers defended Biedermann's survey as a matter of, quote, gathering the necessary information. Anna Wernicke, KXAN News. On Tuesday, hundreds of Muslims are expected to gather on the Capitol lawn for Texas Muslim Capital Day. It is a day of advocacy and a chance for members of the Texas Muslim community to learn about the democratic process. Muslim groups have faced hostility at the state capitol. In 2015, several protesters tried to break up a rally by the Council on American-Islamic Relations. One demonstrator grabbed the microphone and shouted an anti-Islam message. That same year, Republican Representative Molly White ordered her staff to ask Muslim visitors to her office to announce allegiance to America. White lost her bid for re-election last year.
From the first day here, I have not been afraid to stand up for what I believe.
And during the 2000 session, then freshman Senator Dan Patrick drew attention for walking off the Senate floor during a Muslim prayer. It was the first prayer delivered in the Texas Senate by a Muslim cleric. Patrick, of course, is now the Texas Lieutenant Governor.
Good job.